Hi, this is Shea, and this is April's vlog. I want to talk about giving our best, not to be confused with what I mentioned and talked about last month of jumping through hoops or being anyone's puppet. But giving our best means exactly that, in any and all circumstances and situations, whether it's unto God, whether it's our own personal fulfillment goals, with our relationships, our work, or anything else. Doing what it takes to excel and give our individual best. I think it's a matter of honoring ourselves and honoring others, of having self-dignity, of having integrity to give our best. Our work should be a labor of love. It means going that extra mile. For example, when I am doing work or have been commissioned for work, I usually do not charge for revisions because I want my client, my customer, to be more than satisfied. I want them to be pleased, so I give my best unto God and the client, and then and thus I am pleased. And as the late Maya Angelou said, when you know better, do better. So, always continuously learn and improve. And also remember that my best is not your best, is not the other person's best. Everyone has different capacities, different levels of excellence. And hopefully, for people who are sloppy or lazy, they'll upgrade themselves. And of course, we always have to allow room for diversity and different levels of excellence. Each of us walk, run, and soar in a different league. Even those of us, like me, who tend to be loners, have a circle. It's a smaller circle, but nevertheless, it's still a circle. And that's a very important thing also, the quality of the people that we run with, our team, our inner circle. Because that's going to rub off on us, we're going to rub off on them, and you want to pull each other up. You don't want to be pushing each other down. And as I always say, it's God first. It's my relationship with God, our personal relationship, my core of beloveds, then my work, and then all else, everyone else. So back to the hoops. If I am jumping through any hoops, it's my own hoops, it's my own standards of betterments, and that's what I mean about not jumping through hoops or being anyone's puppet. I want to be and do better than my yesterdays, better than my last excursion, better than my last work project. I want to do what it takes to give that 100%, and of course that pertains to relationships, and that should be the same for everyone. I give my best. Concerning relationships, it's more on the quality side than on the quantity side. Sometimes we just don't have as much time for relationships because we're investing so much time into our work. And I do want to say that only when we're in love do things get a little fuzzy. I think most of us tend to battle with not losing ourselves in with that other person. I don't know if it's the nature of being in love, or it's the woman thing, or a combination of both. And I suppose and believe men suffer and deal with this also, but to a lesser degree, and depending on whether they are softer emotionally or more steely mentally. Nevertheless, being in love is a whole other ballpark, and I won't discuss that deeply right now, because what we think, what we believe and plan are often very different when our emotions get tied up in the love thing. Things take on a new perspective, a new dynamic, and our level-headedness often goes right out the window. Not that that's a bad thing, because if it's a good thing, of course, both parties are going to be enhanced. And then again, on the bad side, things we thought we'd never be or do become a reality. Some people, when they're in love, it takes them to a higher level, and that's what it should be. And others get a little crazy, a little heartless, a little obsessive, and definitely don't want that. So we don't want to lose sight of who we are or who we should be. We have to make that solid to ourselves. So, word of wisdom, I say just like the good book says, guard your gates. Don't just flood in to check it out. You'll save yourself a whole lot of heartache and the other person. If you pray, if you take your time, if you use restraint, look before you leap. Wait for that green light that God gives in your spirit, in your gut, your intuition to proceed. And, you might make fantastic lovers, but are you compatible? So until you let the heat roll, don't just settle for being great lovers. See if you're great partners. See if you're compatible in enough areas for the long haul. And Oh yes, I want to add something from a while ago, that sometimes we stay in relationships far too long because we're hoping that the other person will change. Sometimes they do, but as we know, usually they do not. Occasionally people make the changes necessary to improve their relationship. More often, it takes a certain grit, guts, dedication to make those changes and to hang through the tough times. So, keeping this short and sweet, give your best, rest in your own unique beauty, respect the differences of others. Not everyone has the same capacities. Not everyone can match our heart, our love, our loyalty, our effort, our mind, our output, our outflow, our creativity, our spirit, our needs, or our desires. Respect what was, respect what is, accept what won't and can't be, and be hopeful about what can and will be. And try not to belittle or downgrade the past because it didn't turn out the way that you or I wanted it to be. Learn from it, grow, and keep moving forward. That's what life's about, one shot through. Okay, I'm gonna end this course short and sweet, and I'll see y'all in May.